And the show got cancelled. Which did finally.
Yeah, show got canceled September the 15th.
But it was a huge success. I mean, your ratings were going up, right?
My ratings, when it went off the air, were 63% higher than they were when it was at its highest peak.
So why did they kill it?
Well, they killed it because, frankly, they felt that this was the beginning of a new type of television that was out of control, that indicated that the audience was out of control, and yet on my program, there was never a fight within the audience itself. Some of them on the stage, but never in the audience itself, which proves that the audience is usually a lot smarter than the people who are doing the show.
So what are you doing, what now? What kind of television is it you're doing now?
Well, beginning December 1st for NBC, I start my new television show, which I will be sitting. I always stood on my television show. I'll be sitting in this one, so I can only lean over, and I can't quite get at the other person. And it'll be called Morton Downey Jr.'s Friendly Enemies.
One of your trademarks is an activity that's practically vanishing on television. That's you actually smoke cigarettes.
Because I tried to do my show in a way that is totally honest and not phony. I gave up cigarettes about 8 years ago. I put on 37 pounds, lost my hair, but I really do smoke in real life, so why should I try and hide it? That's dishonest. I tried to do honest television, got myself in a lot of trouble, but I get coupons on these for cancer operations.
You've had about 6 while I was talking to you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th, but one was broken in half for continuity.
You've only been here 3 You've only been here 3.5 minutes. So how many are you smoking a day?
I am down now to 3 decks a day.
That's
3 packs, packets. You guys call them fags over here.
Yeah, we do.
I got in a lot of trouble for using that word on American television. They canceled my show in San Francisco.
Because you said you were getting through 300 fags a day. Another one of your trademarks isn't in evidence tonight, and that's you always wore Red Sox on your show. I have. I've worn Red Sox since I was 17 years old. My dad was a great Irish tenor, all right? I assume it's all right to use the word Irish. My dad was a great Irish tenor, and his manager, business manager, was a fellow by the name of Joseph P. Kennedy, who was President Kennedy's dad. And Joe Kennedy saw me with brown shoes and Red Sox one day, and he said to my father, he says, Morton, he says, get the kid out of those damn Red Sox and the brown shoes. I've never known a guy in my life who was successful wearing that kind of a combination. So I've been wearing them ever since, and Mr. Kennedy was right. You got them on now?
Oh, sure.
There they are.
And the sale of Red Sox in the United States has increased by 8,000%. That means there's approximately 800 people now that wear Red Sox.
You saw that extract from Taxi Talk. Is that New York taxi drivers?
New York? No, of course that's not New York taxi drivers. I've never run into a taxi driver who was that articulate or that nice. And that's ridiculous. Where do you want to go, pal? And you ask, most of the time, those guys, if they were taxi drivers, they were driving around 42nd Street all day smoking crack to get that nice.
Well, most of the taxi drivers I've met in New York are Morton Downey Jr. types, except they haven't got the material. They think they're witty. They're all running talk shows from their front seat.
Oh, sure. Right? Oh, yeah, they do. And while they're doing that, they're jacking up the meter so you don't know. They're giving you a New York taxi ride.
And that's one of the millions of shows you can watch on Manhattan cable. Do you ever tune in? Yeah. Do you watch it?
I tuned on. I don't mean I'm a guest in your country, and I try to be respectful. And I tuned on, frankly, BBC. And I thought, my God, I've got Manhattan cable. I thought I was waiting for the taxi show to come up, or Robin Bird. You know, you wouldn't know who Robin Bird is. She is a lady in the States who does her show nude. The whole show nude. And it's the only show I've ever seen with a nude woman where I prayed she'd put her clothes on.
I love New York cable when I'm there. I turn on because people show how talented they are, aren't they? People who would never have had the chance to show what they could do. They can go on and they can show what they could do.
And you know something? People usually are talented if you just give them a chance.
Yeah, I saw someone there. You could juggle 2 balls at once, not 3, that sort of thing.
I've known a couple of girls like that.
Do you? And I walked into that. So, Morton, you've been watching some British TV. What do you think?
Well, I got a lot of sleep while I was over here. I did watch a very interesting show, a show called Challenge Annika, I believe it was. Annika, I challenge you to go live in the Antarctic for about 5 years.
You're talking about a true heroine of British television. This girl is revered.
She is revered?
Yeah. They worship.
Annika, I apologize. They worship the ground she walks on.
Well, they worship the ground, especially when she's running away from you.
Perhaps she's a member of the royal family, and I didn't know.
Earlier in the show, we saw Mel Brooks's The Nut House. Have you stayed in any crummy hotels like that? Did you have a
I
period?
stayed in crummy hotels like that? You guys put me up in a hotel like that here in New York. And in London.
We're sorry about that. There was a misunderstanding.
Not a bad hotel, but the maid walked in and she had a mustache. I haven't seen that since my 6th grade teacher. She had one, too.
Oh, we're sorry. They're going to find your bags. We found them today. They'll find them.
I hope not. I've been paying alimony to the last 2.
What are you going to be doing in 10 years' time?
I'll probably be just completing my 2nd term as President of the United States. And I'll have been dealing with Mr. Lawson, who by that time will be the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and there will be 16 people left living here.
What could you achieve on British TV if you were on it?
An escape and an early cancellation.
Morton, we run out of time, but I do want to say it's been an unexpected pleasure meeting you in the flesh. To meet this new, mild, subdued, reasonable Morton Downey Jr.
You've run out of time, pal. You bet your life you've run out of time, huh? Have you had a chance to watch this stupid show and then sit here in front of these intelligent people and tell them that you think you've done something entertaining? You're damn right I'm a nicer person. I'm a lot nicer person
Thank you.
than you ever imagined.
Thank you, Morton Downey Jr. I hated to bring that experience to a close.